Alright, there is the memory shard I need to check out, and I want to give Lae Zel that artifact we found. First things first, the memory shard. I just use it? Yeah, okay.
The crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Arcana, gently probe the thoughts within. Ooh, wait, I do -1 from intelligence. I might wanna do that with a different character. Let's try it. Gently probe the thoughts within. He also gets a -1 on happiness. And, oh, we can add guidance as well. Nice.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Interesting.
No one back home will ever believe
Adamant
this.
Forge. We found a memory shard that revealed the location of the Adamant Forge. Alright, so we have the location. Once we're out of the camp, we should check that out.
Speak.
I am speaking. Ask Lae Zel about the discs from the Underdark.
The disc appears in your mind's
She proves,
eye.
that's good.
Lae Zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tissue markings. Ancient.
I have that disc in my inventory, why
recognize
didn't
them,
I
but I
just
can't
give it
make
to
sense
her?
of- No. Wait.
Or maybe if you don't pick it up, I guess.
The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae Zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Discomfort? Okay. Since we've already read that, we should just ask her what she thinks about it.
Drivel. All of it. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Gale.
And if it's true, it sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne. The story reeks of propaganda, an attempt to foment discontent. Why are you so worked up? It's only a story. Let's just ask her why she's so worked up about
A
it.
ludicrous one at that. Vlaakith seized the Empire from my people's very mother. The Queen would take even a child's head for so much as whispering this rubbish.
Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently? I don't know if I want to ask that. I think this has something to do with what happened at the Fueling party, so...
I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
Ow! That hurts. And what about now? And I thought you cruel, stubborn, and judgmental. Can I assume a compliment is incoming? No, I'm gonna be a little bit spicy back to her.
Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed.
I did not do that on purpose, I'm sorry.
You'll tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
That is... if you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly crowd? Hold on, are you coming on to me? The attraction's mutually same. You know how to set my heart racing of just one word, yuck. I don't know. If you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly crowd?
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black, I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
No, I'm sorry. I mean, it would be funny to see some spicy cutscenes with all the characters, but for this playthrough, it's my first playthrough, and when I saw Khalek, I fell in love with her, and I just not gonna smash with any of the others. No, I'm flattered, but the answer is no. I'm sorry, darling.
Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
No. I don't know. No, maybe another time. You know what? We haven't really talked to Halsin yet, so we should probably chat him up a little bit. This shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now.
Oh,
those who
shoot.
remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. One of his cohorts, a dwarf called Brian, had a clue on his person. If you find his corpse in the goblins' camp, you may have a start.
A dwarf named Brian. We might have to go back to Goblin Camp. Huh. Alright, and why do you want to go to Moonrise Tower? Probably to help the people there?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated.
Oh.
If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
You think this is gonna make our relationships with Shadowheart worse if we lift that curse, since she is a Dark Justiciar fan? At the celebration with the Thieflings before, I hope I didn't come over too strong. Got caught up in the moment. What did I do? I just told him to party a little bit? Or did I? I don't know.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
What? I don't know what they're talking. I honestly don't know what they're talking about right now. You'd have done the same? I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then. Honestly, let's just forget it ever happened. What did I do? I did not accidentally flirt with him, did I? You would have done the same? Let's just ask.
Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
I am confused. Whatever. How are you faring out here at the camp?
With such stimulating company? Never better.
The fuck?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Of course. You know what? Let's see what artifacts we have that we might be able to spare. I might go with this one because I think I can have that with Shadowheart. Donate.
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Go on, you're among friends. There's no need. I trust you, Gale. This better be good. We've wasted a small fortune on you already. Yeah.
And the waste it might have been. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am.
Oh, has he been
What I
lying?
am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held.
Oh, he's just
I'm
being
what one
dramatic,
might
okay.
call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you made love to a goddess? That is so fucking funny.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how
All right,
powerful
boy.
a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
you shouldn't have done that. He played with fire and he got burnt by it. How exactly did he try to cross those boundaries? You thought you knew better than Mystra. You're more a fool than I thought. I'm not gonna applaud his ambition, and yeah. Let's just ask him how he tried to cross these
I
boundaries.
tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
No, we can go over that later. Straight to the sword, please.
Suffice it to say, I obtained an obscure and ancient book that had locked away inside a much coveted prize. It was a fragment of primal weave locked out of time, locked away from Mystra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
I don't know about that. Oh, she's just doing that. She's not even letting me choose. Okay.
You feel
Dangerous.
the temple quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in
Uh-oh.
into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
So he's possessed by a evil magic-eating black hole? Yank your hand away. How are you still alive? Gods, why? Show me this. All this time I've been traveling with a monster. Ooh. No, let's just yank the hand away. That was unasked of. Gale.
Terrifying, isn't it? And that is only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
So you're just a ticking time bomb. I don't think I want to hear this. You'll die. Go on. Well, he will not just die. I think everyone just fucking dies.
Rather worse, actually. I will erupt.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Alright. Is there nothing we can do? I trusted you, Gale. You should have told me right away. Unbelievable. Did you ever think that would happen if the tadpole got the better of you? By rights, I should kill you. I could ask him if we could do something for him, but I kinda just... let's ask if we can do something.
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I don't know. The problem with Gale is, from a gameplay point of view, I don't want to continuously, like, get rid of artifacts if this is necessary to keep him around. Because I never use him in the fights. I don't think I've ever had him on a party. Story-wise, even if I don't necessarily like a character, I would like to keep them in the party to see their personal quest. So, because maybe it's fun, or maybe you get something out of it. You know, I'm a gamer, I just want to explore everything, if possible. But yeah, okay, we've come this far together and we'll continue together. This is how it will be. If we were to part ways, where would you go? Let's ask that first.
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could, till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind-flared colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice.
For now, I'll keep him around. I think I can just, like, get rid of him anytime if I would not want to do his personal quest, so... If I would be my character in that position, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But, like, as a gamer, I am gonna keep him around and see where this leads.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you.
Oh, it's kinda
I thank
cute.
you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can.
Aww.
Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
That's funny. But let's talk to him once
Go
more.
ahead. I'm listening.
If you ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone.
Maybe I also
promise
can
I will
just
not
use him
betray
as a
your
living
trust.
bomb one day.
You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Okay. Let's talk to Volo.
Ah, my good fellow.
Hi.
The cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
Okay.
It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
Hey, no. Hey, I did not say yes to that. Hey, no. This parasite is unusual. I have it on good authority that extraction is currently impossible.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
No. No. I am not gonna let him poke this rusty needle in my eye.
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
He's just trying to poke my eye out, bro. No, we're not doing that. Alright.
To think, Gale's had this devastating war within himself the entire time, and only just mentioned it. Who'd keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
Who said he's your friend, Astarion? I don't think you would call anyone your friend. Tell me about yourself. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers? What do you make of Raphael's deal? He probably would take it, because he's dumb.
I won't lie.
Of course.
It's tempting.
He's obviously not dumb.
He's
just a
into
little
a grotesque monster.
uncareful.
If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador.
But yeah, I guess Cazador already has control over his very being. With other options, better options. I understand the appeal. You're trading one master for another, you'll be a slave. Either way, that is true. We don't have better options just now, but I'm sure we'll find some sort of solution.
Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more?
Yeah.
Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it.
Anyone else wants to chat? Nope. No. No one. Okay. For a select and full list. It's the Owlbear Cup.
Recognize the feathered creature. It's the Owlbear Cup you rescued.
Well, I tried to rescue it. A hoot! That's so cute. Fetch a piece of food from your bag or beckon him closer. No, we'll give him a little treat, shall we? Do you approve? That's cute.
The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
Oh my god, this thing is so fucking cute. Toss the food to the owlbear, keep the food held in front of you. No, I'm not gonna risk my hands to that little fluff ball.
The creature gulps the food down. It seems he hasn't eaten in some time.
Oh. Oh, he's looking at me like...
Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
Yeah, he looks at me like he would like to snack on some more.
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
I was not thinking that. That was a lot of talking. Most of it probably won't make it into the video because I don't want to make the videos like an hour long. So if there was anything important, you probably just seen it. And yeah, well, I hope you liked it. If so, leave a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.